The Hamish and Andy Show podcast. Powered by Amy. Lucky you're with Amy.
Right. It's time to get down to business. With your help, Hamish and Andy are covering off on every topic in the world. And right now, there is no topic more important than
primary school games.
Before you do a skerrick of work today, make sure you know all there is to know about...
Oh, you're the pig. Primary school games.
When we talk business, we talk...
I'm not the pig. Primary school games.
I'm Peter Harvey. This is Hamish and Andy's Business Brunch, and business starts... now.
Good morning, Hamish and Andy with you, whether you're the piggy in the middle or you're outside or playing any game from the 1930s with Ginger Megs. We are very happy to have you.
So much fun, and on the Business Brunch we discuss one topic and one topic only 4 days a week to the end of time. Today it is primary school games.
Yeah.
We were both very good at primary school games. When I was playing Tiggy,
When I was a teenager.
I would run. Do you know, I would run with my hands flat like that to cut through the air. Did you used to do that in Tiggy when you needed to put the jets on?
Yeah, I wouldn't do it the whole time, just if I needed a little bit of...
Oh, you're it! Oh, right, we're doing kiss chasey in this
We're not
studio.
doing kiss chasey, and you've broken one of the rules. You don't kiss one of your mates.
I do. I'm married. You're one of the only people I can kiss.
Well, if I'd known that was happening, I would have put my fingers straight and I would have started cutting air to get away with it.
I would have got you easily.
No way, man.
You stink, Lee. Andy Lee smells like pee. Everyone knows.
No, I don't.
Hamish Blake calls a snake. Pass it on.
Snakes are evil.
They're a bit rebellious, but they're not evil. Misunderstood.
The topic today is primary school games. We've had a harrowing account of a handball game gone wrong.
Yeah.
We're going to have a guy talk us through it. He was part of it.
Jeez.
Straight after this, it's a business brunch. Primary school games, Ham. This is, I don't want to start on such a sour and harrowing story, but it comes from company lady Alex.
What's happened?
Happened in year 4. She's 21 now. I think this is probably the first time she's ever talked about it.
Okay.
We've got the exclusive here at the Business Brunch, which is I'm wrapped with. She wrote in her correspondence, our handball competitiveness reached its summit in year 4. And there was a ground duel between myself and the Asian handball legend and genius, Alan Nyo, in her class.
I wonder what Alan's doing now.
Well, probably riding the glory of this victory, because as it turned
Probably
out...
works in a factory where you can use your handball skills to sort stuff quickly.
Just what, like
Jars.
Recycling factory?
Yeah, I would love that.
Okay, just cans that side. Aluminium.
Just cans. Alan,
Glass.
quick, go. Can, glass, tin. What's that? Cardboard. No, very quick.
On match point, he did slog one of the ball down the sideline, which Alex missed. And she refused to hack it at the time. Couldn't hack it. Within 30 seconds...
What's the matter? Can't you hack it? No.
Within 30 seconds, the school playground had formed quite the chanting circle. She joins us now.
Jeez.
How are you, Alex?
Hey, boys.
Hey,
Yeah,
Alex.
I think I've been haunted since that day.
Do you know what Alan's up to now? Do you know if he works in a recycling factory using his handball skills?
I don't know. I think he's probably doing a PhD somewhere.
Yeah.
Probably in handball skills.
You hope he became a surgeon or something because of those hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, there's plenty of talent there.
If he was working in a hospital and they would throw at him, like an organ, and other people wouldn't know quickly what it was. Be like, heart, bang, bang, smack it into that barrel. Liver, smack it into that barrel.
That's how it works. It's the barrels of organs.
That's how pretty much all workplaces work. You just need a guy that was good at handball standing in the middle, banging things into different containers.
Hey, it'll be revealed that Alex actually won't know what happened to Alan.
All right.
But Alex, I got the story to the point where there was a large group of army, group of people, you described them as an army chanting. What were they chanting?
Basically, they were chanting for me to hack it. So it was like, hack it, hack it.
Ouch.
And then suddenly, I think the teachers wanted to avoid any brawls. So actually one of the teachers got on the loudspeaker and got involved and was telling me to hack it.
Oh, my God.
So was the teacher on the loudspeaker, like the public announcement system, was she also singing along, or was she more informing you?
No, it was a he, and he was like leading the chant almost.
He was yelling at you via the loudspeaker to hack it.
Yes.
Do you remember what was that teacher's name?
Yeah, it was Mr. Goddard.
Mr. Goddard.
Mr. Goddard was yelling at you to hack it. Now,
I know.
Al,
So
did you hack it?
Yeah.
Well, do you know what ended up happening? Once it escalates, you kind of have to stand by your word.
Yeah.
And basically, I knew maybe deep down he may have got that ball in, but I had to stand by it and look tough, and kind of got out of hand. And in the end, I just refused to move, and then the bell went.
Yeah. And then what happened in year 5?
Yeah, I changed schools.
Yeah.
Whoa!
So
How long did you stay there after the bell went, or did you have to go to class?
The whole scene pretty much disappeared and went straight back to class.
The bell going is sort of the primary school equivalent of tear gas.
Yeah.
It can disperse the crowd pretty quickly.
It's a shame that the rules don't apply to rioters.
Yeah.
Like, so
Hang on, London riots. There's the school bell. Oh, damn, I was going to loot that restaurant. How do we get in touch with Alan?
Alan, how do you spell his surname?
It's NGO.
So Alan No, or
Yeah.
was it No?
Yeah, it would have been no.
Yes.
Alan No, if you listen to this podcast, or if anyone knows him, tell us whereabouts. What school was it?
It was Caringbah North.
Okay, great. And that was in New South Wales?
Yes.
Get in contact with us and we'll reorganise the showdown.
Now, if we're going to wear T-shirts to this, do we wear a T-shirt that says Alex can hack it, or do we wear a T-shirt that says hack it Alex?
Ooh, I like Alex Can Hack It.
And we'll get Gran Hackett there to hand out the prize.
And we'll get Mr. Goddard chanting when Grant Hackett comes in, just chanting Grant Hackett, Grant Hackett.
I think we could save the awkwardness of the hacking it, because now they've got the Hawkeye.
Oh, true.
No, of course we wouldn't use it. We want there to be a controversy to see if you can hack
Of course,
it.
yeah. I'll make sure I do a few down the line.
Thanks, Alex, for joining us.
No worries,
Hopefully,
thanks,
Alan comes forth. Grant Hackett, if you're listening, please come forth as well. We don't have your contact
We
details.
need you, Grant.
Thank you.
We're going to need Mr. Goddard too. Amazing stuff, Alex. Well, that's one to look out for in future weeks of the Business Brunch, the downball rematch.
It's the Business Brunch. And the topic today is primary school games.
God, it's going well, isn't it, Ando?
It is. Company lady Sophie O'Donnell
Yep.
emailed in and said, primary school games are rad. She simply writes, primary school games are rad. They should be in the Olympics.
No.
Now, not all of them, because not all games.
No, we did a lot of we did a few Olympic sports at primary school.
What are we doing?
I did a little bit of pole vault. We did skeet shooting. We did double trap. I was pretty good at double trap. We had an opening ceremony every day.
That's school assembly.
No, we had James Bond and all that. Mr. Bean.
Oh, well,
We preempted actually the London Games quite well.
Well, most Olympic games don't have primary school games in them, even though your primary school had Olympic games.
Yeah, we were
in
pretty
them.
rich.
It's a shame.
Yeah.
We know for a fact, though, that the pitching process has been happening at the IOC, with the hope that in the future, particularly Rio, there's a chance for some of these games to exist.
Deep inside the meeting rooms of the IOC, new games are being pitched for the Rio Olympics.
I'm sorry, lawn bowls. I know we've been over this before, and I do realise that your best players might not have much time left, but we can't squeeze you in again this year.
I understand.
Thank you. Next!
Oh, thank you, young man. Buzz off, mate. G'day, Your Honour.
That's not necessary.
Oh, sorry, Your Worship.
Again, I'm just chairing this meeting.
His Excellency the Chairman has now seen me. How are you, sir?
Good, thank you.
Great. Well, I've just got a few games for you. I'm going to whip through them. Just pick the best one. Or ones. You can pick more than one.
Okay, I'll just determine whether any of them are suitable.
Sack racing.
What's that?
Everyone's in sacks. You got to bounce 100 metres. Usually it's shorter if the oval's not 100 metres, about 60 metres. But you guys could probably afford an oval. You'll have an oval that's 100 metres. And also, Mr. Savage has got the sacks because his brother's a farmer. So there's a saving there.
Okay. I remind you that this is the Olympic Games.
Olympic sack racing.
Yeah, I
get gold sacks if you want. I don't know. You're the boss.
I just don't think that one's for us.
Yeah, no, it's boring. No problem. Plenty more. What about heads down, thumbs up?
How does that work?
Okay, so the whole stadium puts their heads down. No peeking. Going to need someone to look out for that.
Mm-hmm.
You could do it, but you need maybe 10 of you. Then 3 people who Miss Sawyer has chosen goes to the stadium, they touch your thumb, then Miss Sawyer yells heads up. Mm-hmm. But the people are back out the front, you got to pick who touched your thumb. It's thumb investigation, you got to figure out who touched you.
Okay, who wins that?
Don't really know. It's not really a winner. So, but it's more just, then you get to go up the front if you guess correctly. You got a 1 in 3 shot, so you'll probably get a shot.
Again, we would need to have a winner for these games.
Oh, all right. What about Tornado? Everyone loves Tornado.
Quickly, can you please explain?
Someone holds onto a pole, all the other competitors grab their legs and pull them as hard as they can until they let go. The longest time wins. It's like being in a tornado. And you could use the netball courts if you want, if you save money on a pole. You just use the goals if the girls aren't using it.
Okay, well, we would be able to afford a pole.
Oh, whoa, we can afford a pole. I can afford a net. I've got an oval. I'm the Olympic Games. Oh, I'm so
Okay,
fancy.
that's a no.
I had the Queen do some things for me.
Occasionally we
Jeez,
do.
man, what do you want?
Okay, is
What
that
else?
it?
Yeah, I've got heaps more.
Well, I've heard enough.
But no, I've got a lot.
No, I've heard enough. Thank you very much.
I don't think I have said enough.
This is the Olympic Games.
This is an Olympic pitch.
Okay.
Okay, well, look, okay, sorry. Wrong foot. Before I go, do you want to smell the cheese?
Sure.
It's okay. You'll love it. Here you go.
Oh, did you just punch me in the face?
Yeah, hang on.
Are you trying to pass wind?
I was trying to cupcake you. I was trying to get you the double. Cheese cupcake double. I couldn't get it. Anyway, good on you, mate.
Hamish and Andy's Business Brunch. Good waft. We're at the rooftop.
Amazing, isn't it? Sorry, not what we came out for, but we have come to the rooftop and that smells incredible.
Yeah.
It's the most delicious smell I've ever smelled. It smells like sugar and cinnamon and almonds and
It's a bakery.
honey. It's a bakery. Cooking a cake. God, that smells good. That's what we're out here for, Ando.
No.
We're out here to play a game called Fumbles.
The topic today for Business Brunch is primary school games, and you got sent this one because the emails always get split 50-50. We never know each other's. I'd never heard of Fumbles.
Neither had I, Ando. Company man Tom wrote in and he said, we used to play a game of Fumbles at our primary school.
Right.
The game is, here's the thing though, it's a little bit ambiguous, so you tell me what you think the rules are and I'll tell you what I think the rules are. We're on the roof, we've got a tennis ball. He says you throw a tennis ball against the wall and if the person that fumbles it then loses and the other person can piff the tennis ball at them as hard as they want. Now, I sort of interpret that as one bounce, then into the wall, and the other guy has to catch it.
Okay.
And if he fumbles it, he loses it.
That's fair.
That sound about right?
Yeah.
Is that the game?
Yeah, sure. If fumbles it is as in if you don't catch it or
don't
like
catch it.
clean catch?
Nah, just if you drop the catch.
Okay, sure.
So, I don't know, do you want to go first? Do you want me to
So
go
I
first?
get to throw and you all
You
catch
throw,
it?
and if I catch it, then I throw, and if you catch it,
All
we
right.
just keep playing
Until
one of us fumbles
fumbles.
it, and then the other guy gets to piff it at the other guy.
Yeah, cool.
I think that's fumbles.
Am I allowed to touch you during your attempt to
It's
catch
a
it?
non-contact sport.
Okay.
I think it's not like British Bulldogs.
Okay, cool. No worries.
So, this is big.
This is huge.
Just want you to know that.
Yeah, sure.
This is pretty high stakes.
And that's why we've got a British commentator inside the studio.
Oh, wow.
On the other side of the glass.
I guess so.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a bright and sunny morning on a station rooftop for Hamish and Andy's very first game of Fumbles.
Sounds a lot like Jez the Web Guy.
Yeah.
But he's
And,
going to commentate the first ever game of radio Fumbles.
All right, here I go to throw.
Bang, Blake, easy catch. I would assume the commentary is.
Easy for Hamish to catch, easy. Hamish's go now. Oh, he's got a short one! And he has to run up and... Oh, he missed it! Hamish... he didn't stand a chance. Hamish threw that ball way too short and gave Andy no chance to react.
What a dog. One of us was going to do it sooner or later.
They're falling to their knees laughing. This is out of control.
So I guess...
I'm sure there's a rule to counter that in normal play, but we didn't really discuss it. Hokey doke.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, Hamish gets to peg that ball at Andy as hard as he likes. Oh, he's got him right in the butt.
And now bow. And then I bow. Good game. Good game.
Good game of fumbles.
Good game of Fumbles.
I'm glad we got a British commentator in because most of this break was just us giggling and also being in pain after being hit.
Let's now cross live to the winner.
Oh, yeah, no, look, I knew after Anna threw it straight to me, I was absolutely going to dupe him with the dog ball. We've been in my family for a long time. We've had a lot of challenges with the dog ball. And he never stood a chance. I'm sorry he didn't have shoes on either, so that was the double dog.
Yeah.
Dogs rule.
It's the Business Brunch. primary school games is the topic.
We all played them.
Yes.
Unless actually, even when my primary school had to do the dress up as the colonial primary school and walk to the state heritage, like olden days Goldfield.
Some monument.
Primary school. No, we had like an olden days historical primary school near our primary school. Like one of the, like from the 1895.
How far out was your school? You didn't
Nothing wrong with growing up in the goldfields, my friend. But yeah, so we had to like do a dress up as a colonial day and go there, and the rumor was like, oh, someone's going to get caned. Someone's going to get caned. Like, someone's going to cane, they're going to cane us. And they didn't. Obviously, it was assault by then. It was illegal. Yeah. But even then, when we went and did olden days Goldfield school for one day a year, we still played primary school games.
Would you play knuckles or something like that? Like
stick in the hoop?
Oh. Yeah. Stick
and hoop?
Yeah, right.
Eventually the stick died out, and I don't blame it for going, because you didn't need the stick to roll the hoop. You don't need a stick to play with a hoop.
Anyway, so
idiots!
So much correspondence. We're smarter than old people.
I love
it. Top three emails on this topic. Top three.
Number 3.
And company lady Kate writes in and goes, when I was in 4th grade, the most popular game to play at lunch was Red Rover. One day, a girl named Molly managed to break her arm, which ruined the game, and subsequently got it banned from our school. Her reputation as the kid who killed Red Rover followed her all the way into high school.
How'd you play Red Rover?
I thought the same thing. And I was like, this must be an overseas game. It's not. It's played in Australia. Red Rover is a game. Sounds like amazing fun. Yeah. We should organise a bunch of guys for the weekend. Yeah. So you get 2 groups of about 10, and you stand about 30 metres apart. Yeah. Then one group yells, say me and Jack and a bunch of other people are on one side, like East team, and you're on West team. We yell, Red Rover, send Andy Lee over. Okay. And we pick someone from the West team. We all then link arms in a line, and you run at our line and try and break the line. So we're kind of like calling you out as the weakest guy on that team.
So it wouldn't have been me,
but then you run at the line where you think the weakest point is. It's obviously nowhere near me.
Molly's
Molly's up. No wonder a kid's broken her arm during this game, because it's pretty much a game of arm strength. Anyway, so you run at the line.
Kid, I'd run at cackling Jack's arm.
If you can't get through our line, we absorb you. Oh, you become part of our team. Yeah. If you do get through, you choose 2 of our team to go back with you to West team. Right. So it comes down to one guy left running at the line. And if they make it through, then they take 2 guys back and they can rebuild their team. But if they get captured, that team is lost.
I'd like a game of Red Rover.
It actually sounds really fun, doesn't it?
Number 2.
Company lady Alex has written in and said that we used to play the most fun game when I was in year 3 at school. It was called Dead Ants. Now, which is basically you used to lie on the ground and not move, and the first to make a sound was out. This is a trick.
Smells a lot like sleeping lions or dead fish.
This is a trick. This is a trick, obviously, by primary school teachers. Most people, when they reach their teenage years, realise that it's a trick where teachers need peace and quiet. Alex hasn't. We've got another Alex has written in, though, Ham. And I've linked 2 together. She writes, company lady Alex, I'm a primary school teacher. And when I need 10 minutes silence, I play a game called Let's Pretend You Don't Have a Mouth. So all the kids suck their lips in, like over their teeth. I think it's an awesome game.
And that's what schools are for, preparing you for the future. Guys, could happen one day. Worth putting 10 minutes of practice in.
Number 1.
And company lady Banana Williams writes in... and she writes, everyone at primary school used to want to play a game called Teenagers with me. Okay. So my interest was piqued a bit here, and I went, what's Teenagers? She goes, it was pretty cool. I'd lead the game by demonstrating lounging back on a part of the playground or a bench. Yeah. So the first step to playing Teenagers is lounging. Yeah. And then pretending to talk on a mobile phone, which was really just a piece of bark about my boyfriend.
Okay, you've confused what a game for...
Hey, guys, let's play Teenagers. All right. What should we lounge? We've got the wall, lounge back, got my bark.
Well,
hey, boyfriend. I actually don't even think you talked to your boyfriend. You talked about your boyfriend. My boyfriend's so hot. He's got long hair.
This is
That's what I did as a teenager.
Most of these emails are the ones I deleted. The ones that people came in and said we were acting, that they were calling it a game.
Teenagers is great.
The worst one was someone wrote in and said, we used to play teachers where one of us would be the teacher and the rest of us would be kids at recess. As if you're not getting enough of it.
my favourite prison yard game is playing Lockdown.
That's all we've got time for today on the Business Brunch. Thank you very much for your correspondence. HamishandEddie.com. The podcast is there. We've got an app as well. Hamish and Eddie is the app. You can check out that for all the podcasts.
Get them all for free, or you can get the back catalogue for a token donation to the app. We don't know what it does with the money.
It's all there. Pleasure doing business with you.
Have a good one.
That was the Hamish and Andy Show podcast, powered by Amy. Lucky you're with Amy.